Probably my favorite tune here is the Rhapsody in Euphonium, James Kurnow. This one, there is a good recording to. I'll attach a link to it. It's on YouTube. It's the Tokyo Kosai Wind Orchestra, which is one of the best bands in the world. The beginning of this one, it says rubato quasi cadenza. Here, let me show you. Rubato quasi cadenza. Here we go. That means basically you play it as fast or as slow as you want to. You can really milk it here. You know, take it slower, take it faster, speed up, slow down, that kind of thing. A cadenza is a part of a song where a soloist would show off, so where they play lots of really expressive kind of things or really fast notes and that kind of stuff. This cadenza right here is not a lot of fast notes, of course, obviously, but it's a lot of expressive kind of stuff. You can see there's a lot of these little waves here that I keep talking about in band, so you can make a big deal about those. This one does go fairly high. You've got a high A here, of course. That's middle valve. You guys know that one, I'm sure. The high G here, of course, would be first and second. The high F is nothing, and I think all the other notes you probably know. At A here, the Andante moderato, it does kick into an actual tempo. When you hear the recording with the orchestra, with the band, you'll hear this. But the soloist starts going at a regular tempo here too, and this is kind of the main theme of the song, which you'll hear. We go a little faster at letter C, Allegro con spirito, dum bum ba-da-dum bum ba-da-dum bum 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 ba-da-da-da-dum. Gets very dramatic there for a while. There's a backside to this one, of course. And let's see, what else do we have here? Tempo primo, we come back to the original tempo, you know, the slower tempo here. And then piamoso, a little bit more motion, a little bit more speed. In other words, you speed up just a little bit, accelerando poco a poco, little by little. And then the very ending here, molto rallentando y maestoso. Maestoso is majestically, oops, you can't see that, can you? Maestoso down here at the bottom, majestically. Molto rallentando means lots of slowdown, of course. So you slow down a real lot there before you hit that big high G on the very end, of course. Okay, I'm not going to play this whole thing, like I said, but I'll give you a flavor for it, and we'll go from there. The James Kurnow Rhapsody for Euphonium. Sorry about the tone there. My lips are a little out of shape, I guess. Okay, picking it up right at that melody. 1, 2, 3, and... You're going to get a better example of this on the recording on the website, of course. That's a professional player. The Allegro con spirito actually is a lot of fun, that melody down there, letter C. Let me try that again. A little better. That was not right. 46. Something like that. Like I said, you're going to get a much better recording of this on the professional one. But that's the idea here. This one I don't think is quite as easy as the Handel, but it's a really cool piece. It's a really dramatic piece. I think you might like it. Okay, the Sonata for Trombone by George Philipp Telemann. Sonata in F minor. This was originally written, I believe, for bassoon, but it's been played quite a lot by euphonium and trombone players especially. You're probably going to find some trombones if you surf the net for a good recording. There weren't any really good ones that I found, and even the ones that were mediocre didn't have very good sound either, so I thought I'd just play this a little bit for you. At the very beginning, whoops. At the very beginning here, we have Andante cantabile. Walking speed is andante. Cantabile is in a singing kind of style. So lots of these little crescendo, decrescendo kind of things. Lots of dynamics here too, by the way. Telemann, by the way, wouldn't have put these dynamics in. They didn't do that back in the Baroque era. But this is edited by a famous trombone player named Alan Ostrander. He was a teacher at the Eastman School of Music for a long time. And he added in these dynamics to make it more exciting and more interesting. It's in the style of what Telemann would have done. They didn't add these dynamics in back in Telemann's day, but they expected the musician to do this kind of thing. So this is kind of Ostrander's way of going, oh, well, this is kind of what you should be doing there if you're playing it in style. Okay, so rest, da, 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 rest, da, 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 then, so that whole first page is like that, basically. We get to the second page, it's a little faster. Rest da 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 ba da da ba da ba da 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 ba da da ba 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 da da ba. By the way, this one's in the same key signatures we had before: B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat. That was the same as the Handel that we had before. Okay, so still D flats on this one. On this faster movement, there's lots of 16th notes later, of course. We get into... What did I miss? I missed a movement here someplace. Oh, no, it is. I'm sorry, it is just the first two movements. Okay, so the fast movement is the last movement, I guess, in this case. It does go all the way over here to this part of the page, by the way. So it's kind of a page and a half long. Let me play just a little bit of this one. Again, Andante Cantabile at the beginning. No, that's too high. No, that was too low. Okay, so this is the Telemann Sonata in F minor. Etc., etc. Going on to the second movement, the Allegro on the second page. 2, 3, and... After the rest. messy, but you get the idea. Let me try that again. This would need a little practice, I guess, wouldn't it? And then it's, more of the same kind of thing to the end. I think, Gina, if you really take some time to practice this year and put the work in, more long term, a little bit every day. The baseball guys right now, even though it's coming up on winter, they're doing drills. They're doing, ground balls. They're doing batting practice. That's kind of what you got to do. You got to work fundamentals on the off season. Right now, it's kind of the off season for NISMA because we're coming up in May, of course. You got a little time to work on it, but if you work on a lot of fundamental kind of stuff, do those brass range extension things, do a lot of stuff out of the SI book, work on those scales, and of course, go through these solos and pick one out. I really think you can do a lot better this year on NISMA if you give it a shot. Okay, good luck with it. Thanks.